Diego?
Yes?
I found a sleepy fly.
Watch what you're doing with that. If it escapes and bites us, we'll all fall asleep.
Diego?
Yes?
Diego?
Yes?
I've never heard of a sleepy fly.
Ugh.
Where do you want to go? Buck,
What can I do for you?
do you have any kind of lubrication?
There should be some oil in the lamp.
How wonderful. And very mysterious. The water seems to be rising from deep underground. I need something to hold the water. There's about enough for 1 or 2 mouthfuls, or in Diego's case, 1 little sip. Tanner must have been passionately in love with his wife to create such a place dedicated to her memory. It would be more respectful to leave it as Tanner intended. It seems like there's something carved here, but it's hard to make out with all this dust. I'll not disturb Carmine's resting place. There's a glass panel in the plinth. There's a golden rod behind the glass. One end has been carved into the shape of a turtle. This must be what Tanner's clue was directing us towards. I can't get my fingers into the edges. It fits perfectly. but I can't remove the glass with my bare hands. It's magnificent. Signor Briscoe?
Hello, Morgane. We wondered what you were up to.
I knew this place existed, but I've never been able to find my way inside.
I was lucky. I had the key.
There was a key?
The broken stone disc.
Ah, I hope you discovered something useful. Did you?
But is something wrong?
Seeing this rod has just triggered the memory of the day Dad left the island for good. He told me about this rod and said that if anyone found it, I was to give them some information.
Does it have something to do with the golden turtle?
Perhaps. He said you should go to Atabay Island and talk to a good friend of his.
What's the friend's name? More to the point, where on earth is Atabay Island?
Oh, I'm afraid I can't remember the friend's name, and I've never been away from this island.
It would seem we've come up against a dead end. We don't know the name or location of Tanner's friend.
Let's head back to the ship. Perhaps we'll find some inspiration there. I should go to my cabin and hope inspiration strikes me. Diego confuses me at times. Diego?
Yes?
What am I going to do? If I can't find out where Atabay Island is, I'll have failed to complete the quest. Father will think of me as an unworthy captain. Mama? I can't hear you, Mama. I must return to Bounty Island and resolve this once and for all. We must sail for Bounty Island immediately.
What, now?
I've just been given a sign. We must go back to our old house right now to resolve Father's issues before anything else. Where do you want to go? Let's sail away. Diego?
Yes?
Papa?
Yes, Morgane?
Papa, you must come with me to the old house. It's Mama.
Now you're taunting me. Do you not care about your father's feelings?
Of course! That's exactly why it's important for you to come. You handled that well, Morgane. Papa,
Yes, Morgane?
Father, will you please come with me to the old house?
Will you stop asking me about it? I can't believe you won't do as I ask. If you weren't my daughter,
Sorry, Papa. Diego?
Yes?
I found a sleepy fly.
Watch what you're doing with that. If it escapes and bites us, we'll all fall asleep.
The time has come for me to resolve Papa's issues. Everything else can wait. Papa confuses me at times with his attitude towards our old home. Papa,
yes.
I hope Papa forgives me. Diego?
Yes?
Thank goodness he's sleeping. For a moment I thought he wasn't breathing.
Watch that fly! It'd be stupid if we all fell asleep. We should kill it.
It took its own life rather than die at your hands.
Must be my reputation.
Diego, can you carry Papa to our old house?
The captain is in a deep sleep. If this doesn't work, we'll probably be keel-hauled. This place brings back memories of the good times we had here when you were young. The captain, Benita, you playing on the floor.
Diego, I didn't realize you felt that way.
Oh, I better get back to the ship.
That woke you up?
What? Where am I? You went against my specific instructions. I told you I never wanted to come here. How dare you do something like this to me?
Just a minute. You wanted me to be the acting captain.
What does that have to do with anything?
Sometimes being captain means taking charge of a situation and making unpopular decisions.
You? Oh, Morgane.
Alessandro.
Bonito. Am I dreaming? Is this evil magic?
My husband, you must let me go. I cannot rest until I'm certain you finish grieving for me.
I miss you so much. I love you.
Love me enough to let me go. The long wait is eating away at my spirit. There is a real danger I'll be trapped forever between the realms if we cannot resolve this.
What must I do?
Accept that I've gone and move on with your life. We have a beautiful daughter we can both be proud of.
But I'll always love you.
And I you. Our love will last for all eternity, but you must still let me go.
I've been a fool for being so negative and holding you here. In future, I will celebrate your life and not dwell on what might have been. Thank you, Morgane. You are a wonderful daughter. And a magnificent woman.
Thank you, Father. I'll give you some time alone here and meet you back at the ship.
How will we ever continue with our quest? We don't know where we're to go next.
I'll think of something.
The island could be anywhere. The friend could be dead after all these years.
What's going on here? It's a wonderful day and you are sitting around like you've lost everything.
The quest has ground to a halt.
How can that be when I have the best crew in the world? We must work on the problem as a team.
How will that help? All we know is that our next clue points to Atabay Island, but we don't know where it is.
Sometimes all you need to do is ask. Atabay Island is the true name, the name the locals use for Hollow Island.
What? We'll set sail for there immediately.
See, a perfect team. What more could a captain ask for?
Do you really have any hope of finding this friend of Tanner?
There's always hope. My father is a clear example of that.
But it's been many years. The friend could be dead after all this time.
The trail has led us directly to this island. We should be encouraged by that.
Perhaps you're right, but part of me believes we should be searching for Elizabeth's jewelry.
We will. You can be certain of that. It's just a matter of time before we run into Hillary Simpkins. Why don't you wait with the ship while I follow up our leads?
We have leads?
There are people on the island who knew Tanner. They may know something. Hello, Nathaniel.
Morgane! It's good to see you again.
You too, Nathaniel. I need to find a particular friend of Buckleberry Tanner.
Tanner was here before my time. I don't know who his friends could have been.
It's locked. Sancho's stall is closed and she doesn't appear to be around. Hi, Percy.
Yes?
Miss Brown?
Yes, dear.
Do you know anything about the golden turtle?
Governor Tanner had a fanciful notion about it. I took no notice of such nonsense.
I've discovered that Tanner had a good friend on the island. Do you know who it was?
He often explored the island, visiting the native islanders, that kind of thing. However, he never mentioned that anyone was a particular friend.
Could you tell me which parts of the island Tanner visited?
I felt it was not my business to ask the details. I'm not a gossip like Sancha, after all.
You think Sancho might know?
That woman has her ear to the ground so regularly, it's a wonder her head isn't trampled.
Miss Brown, have you ever seen this before?
Heavens, no! What on earth is it?
This once belonged to Tanner. It was the burial chamber of the woman he loved.
I had no idea. Who was she?
She was called Carmine, and they had a son together. I think the rod is connected to the golden turtle in some way.
I can see why you'd think that, but I still think it's just fanciful nonsense.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Hello, Morgane.
It's locked. This is unusual. Guzman hardly ever closes the bank. Hello, Sancha.
Morgane!
You told me you never came to this side of the island. Did you lie to me?
Only if you consider not telling the truth to be a lie.
What? Are you hiding something? What are you doing here?
I'll tell you if you promise not to tell anyone else.
Of course. Your secret is safe with me. Oh, thank you. I'm panning for precious stones for my jewelry. Can't you do that on the other side of the island? This is the only place that has these stones. And Hilary Simpkins doesn't mind? He doesn't know. I only come here when he's away on his ship. Tanner used to have a particular friend on the island. Do you know who? Tanner was the governor. I never had any dealings with such an important man. Miss Brown told me that Tanner often went into the jungle to talk to the islanders. I don't know if they'll be able to help, but you should talk to the two chiefs. The chiefs? Jamman and Bajari. Can you tell me how to find the chiefs? Chief Bajari has posted guards at his village and won't let anyone enter. What about the other guy, Jamman? The voodoo village is off the jungle trail. Take the second path to the left. Thanks, Sancha. Hello, I'm Morgane. I wonder if you could help me.
I am Bibli. He's Nambi.
Is that his name or his disposition?
See? I told you not to tell anyone.
I'm not going to use the name you chose for yourself.
Why? What's wrong with Mighty Conga?
It makes you sound like a party dance. Is this the voodoo village?
Of course.
This place gives me the creeps. I'm glad I'm not here alone.
Are you two guarding this temple?
Yes, and I am glad I have my back to it.
We are here to prevent anyone entering.
Do you know where I could find Chief Jamman?
He's up on the platforms, the upper level of the village.
I don't know how he can live up there. Height makes me so giddy.
Do you know anything about Chief Bajari?
He is our much respected leader.
But he's in the temple at the moment because he's not feeling well.
Nambi, you're not supposed to tell anyone.
Can I speak to him?
I'm afraid he won't see anyone until Jamman has cured his ailment.
I thought Jamman was on the upper level.
He is. He is in a trance searching for a cure.
Spooky.
How can I reach the upper levels?
We don't know. This isn't our village.
Even if I knew, I wouldn't go up there.
Oh, you lead an exciting life. Hello, I'm Morgane Castillo. I am Tana, the cousin of our chief. I need to talk to Chief Jamman. Why would you want to do that? The little man is a fool. But he's your cousin. He has convinced himself that I put a curse on Bajari. He is in his heart trying to find a solution to the problem.